Hello, Maximus here. This time I thought I'd show you a battle where everything goes wrong. After something like 12 battle win streak, I was starting to get a bit tired and didn't play as cautiously or intelligently as I at least tried to do. Now, you saw the build in the previous screen. Libyan infantry up front, I'm going up against Rome, mercenary noble fighters, Cretans, backed up by late Libyan hoplites, and Celtic horse as cavalry. I'm sending my mercenary Celtic light horse up to scout, since this is a pretty funny map where you can't see anything at the beginning. So I see this, my Celtic horse are getting their eyes on the enemy here. I see that I am up against a fairly strong Roman center, but I'm thinking, oh well, I can break through that with my Libyans and with my noble fighters quite easily. So I'm just giving a group attack charge with on my Libyan infantry and sending my nobles straight in. Charged his Celtic horse, was going for his legatus, but these Hastati were in the way. So this Celtic horse is just a bit wasted here. So my opponent continues to push up, and what I failed to notice which is going to cause me a lot of problems, were these cunningly placed elephants here. And what I should have done, of course, is now I've got attack orders. As you can see, I've got attack orders all over the place because I used group attack, and in a scenario like this, that is obviously not a smart thing to do. Now I have the hill advantage here, so the smart thing to do would obviously be to just form up on the hill with my Libyans, keep my noble fighters in reserve, and use my Libyans as a deterrent to cavalry charges, so that any cavalry charges would happen up the hill and be slower and easier to deal with, and I could use my Cretans to great effect from up here and ward off elephants. However, that is not what I'm going to do, since I already have given attack orders, and I'm just leaving my other units bunched up here. So my Libyans are going to charge these gladiator spearmen. Another unit of Libyans is going to charge these gladiator spearmen. The mercenary noble fighters are also going to charge the gladiator spearmen, which already here you can see that my lines are just completely broken, which opens me up for this legionary cavalry to come around from the sides. And also here the Libyan infantry went after these. Yes, they went after these. So instead of, I thought I'd get a nice downhill charge here, what happened was that they just went all over the place. So my Libyans are going to get absolutely wrecked here by these elephants. I'm starting to send my Cretans over to shoot at the elephants. As you can see, there are attack orders going down there, but I'm just making a complete mess of things. So I'm going to try to stop them here, to some effect at least. And I managed to stop, I think, 2 of them. So I managed to stop these 2. But here we have 3 against 1, which is idiotic, and the same here. These skirmishers are able to just shoot at will. My noble fighters are in a horrible position. I had this beautiful downhill advantage, and now I managed to send my noble fighters all the way over here to attack this evocati, which is terrible. I'm destroying some Hastati here, but that really doesn't help me at all. So he managed to get a unit of legionary cavalry here, and I even had my Cretans on skirmish, so they are just moving around like idiots instead of trying to shoot it down. But I managed to stop them on this flank and stop them here, but the elephants are still a huge problem. They're going to trash my noble fighters, which aren't going to be able to be used to their potential here. And over here I basically lost the battle by giving that attack order, that group attack order, which I should not have done when I wasn't able to see the entire line because of the terrain. So that was a really stupid move on my part. Now, the elephants haven't taken much damage. They are free to roam, free to kill my mercenary noble fighters. And down the center, I'm not doing too shabby, but I still have the problem over here of just making a mess of my archers. Over here I'm winning the fight, this is how it's supposed to look, but here the elephants are coming up the hill, and I am shooting at them, but my Cretans are severely decimated by this legionary cavalry. My late Libyan hoplites chased off some legionary cavalry all the way down there. I managed to get my Libyan infantry into these Syrian archers, but they're also being shot at from fairly close range. And over here I'm just wasting a whole bunch of guys and opened myself up to lose my skirmishers, and losing my skirmishers in this type of battle is in many ways losing the battle. So I'm sending in my late Libyan hoplites. The elephants are being shot at, but he's pulling them out and they are not dropping. So good use of the elephants by my opponent. I made a ton of mistakes here. If I just kept a strong center here, and my opponent would have to go all the way around here, and the elephants, I could have shot them and used pilas, but it was not to be this time. Still, it's one of those, it's nice to have a battle like this as well, because it's one of those battles that I can learn from. Like, I know not to use group attack when in this type of terrain, and use it as sparingly as possible, and also keeping skirmishers alive is of course very important. You can see this legionary cavalry, 181 kills, mainly Cretan archers, so that was quite bad. And over here in the blob, prime elephant targets, they can just rampage down and destroy everything that's blobbed up like that. So I did manage to move up the hill faster than my opponent did, but then I got impetuous and just wasted the entire advantage, and now which enables my opponent to just pick me apart piecemeal. Because of the way my units were bunched up, the Libyan infantry and the noble fighters do very well against Rome's infantry, but not when bunched up like this. And I didn't expect the elephants to begin with, and as you can see here, terrible kills on my noble fighters and on my Libyan infantry. My late Libyan hoplites did close to as well as mercenary noble fighters. That's a testament to how poorly they did. His infantry line, I should have been able to beat his infantry. I should have been able to take care of his cavalry due to my superior position. But I wasn't able to use my skirmishers at all against the elephants. So it was well played by my opponent, but a terrible show from my Carthaginian army here. It was I really did nothing right in that battle, and fittingly was defeated. It came out as a valiant defeat, but I don't see the valor in just haphazardly clicking attack orders and not taking the time to take advantage of a superior position. So things like this usually happens after when I have many battles in a row and just start getting into a rhythm of attacking and not being patient. So that's what happens, but it was a nice learning experience. Look at this legionary cavalry here, 193 kills, mainly from these mercenary Cretan archers. So it happens sometimes, but I guess the best thing you can do is to learn from it and to be more prepared, be more aware. It was the first battle I had on that map, but I see that when starting on that side it's easy to get the hill advantage. So thanks for watching, and see you again.